Eric Magidson with Central Oregon Community College. Students, since we're beginning to learn about Microsoft PowerPoint, which is a PowerPoint presentation software, I wanted to provide a video that doesn't necessarily teach you how to use PowerPoint, but more importantly, how to give, or the keys that are required to give a really good presentation, whether you're using PowerPoint, other videos, other audio, whatever the case may be. So what I've got here is two PowerPoint presentations. This one is one that I presented to Williams Controls, a professional organization, during my MBA class. So a couple of the keys, first of all, is to know your audience. So this is a professional PowerPoint presentation. You're not going to see things moving around the screen and sounds and bells and whistles and all those things that would be annoying in a professional PowerPoint presentation. But on the other hand, when I'm using PowerPoint to present to a bunch of fifth graders, as this Career in Computers presentation that I give to elementary school kids, I want to keep it interesting, and I do this by adding audio. For example, during this presentation right here, the computer per se talks to the students and the students answer back. I get them engaged. Don't want to lose their attention. But you'll see some key points that I do in both. The first is that I have a title slide. This is what my audience would see as they walk in the door. It's going to tell them what I'm going to present on, who it's presented to, the author, etc. That's me. So anytime I've already practiced my PowerPoint, this slide's ready to go and I'm ready to put on the show. The other thing that I always do is I have an agenda. What am I going to talk about? Normally 5 to 7 points is great. Anything above that, you may lose your audience. Be aware of your time. I see a lot of folks, even in the upper levels of professional business, where they've been told, look, you have 10 minutes to present to us, and wouldn't you know it, at 10 minutes they're halfway done. It's clear they didn't practice their presentation. Had they have practiced, they would have seen they have too many slides or they're talking about too many things. So this was my agenda. Then I worked through the presentation. Now as I work through the presentation, note I'm not going to read the slides. These are just summaries of the points that I want to make, not the entire point itself. This is the busiest slide that I have in this presentation, and it's just a definition of SharePoint. So I provided a shorter definition, but I wanted to put the full one on the screen for the audience to read. In this presentation, I do have a video that plays, so I've embedded a video. Continue to work through the presentation. Again, summaries. As I gave the presentation, I expanded on this. Another thing that I see a lot of folks that give presentations do, they just read the slides verbatim. And as soon as you do that, the audience realizes, hey, I can do that. They quickly read your slide, and the next thing you know, they've tuned out. You've lost your audience. So here's some points, the findings, my recommendations, an alternative, and then finally, you want to tell your audience what you're going to tell them. You want to tell them what you want to tell them. And finally, tell them what you told them. So they hear it 3 different times. So in that professional presentation, I did that. And also in the Careers in Computers, I did that. Now, as it pertains to my audience, here you can see I have a bunch of more pictures. They're bright. They fit the age group of the audience. Again, I would summarize these things. I'm trying to keep it interesting. Audience specific? Certainly, my audience of 5th graders is going to know what Shrek is. They're going to know about animated movies. They're going to like this video here. So just keep in mind that the keys to creating a successful presentation is know your audience, keep it simple, practice your presentation, make sure you're under that timeline, tell them what you're going to tell them, then finally tell them what you told them. And trust me, using those keys along with PowerPoint, you're going to create a successful presentation for any audience. Thanks and have a great day.